Rogue Item Pack Codex entries. The Black Fox's Jerkin. During the merriest part of the night in any tavern in the lands, odds are good you'll hear one of the many tales of the Black Fox. A scoundrel and a hero, the Black Fox's misadventures took him and his band throughout Thedas. He's blamed for many thefts, a few murders, a revolution, and almost a kingdom-wide civil war. But every one of his deeds were designed to thwart tyranny and oppression. The final tale of the Black Fox tells of him and his band searching for the sunken city of the Elves deep in the forest of Arlathan, where he parted with this Jerkin in a less than voluntary manner. Hood's message to the king. He wields a rebel's bow strung tight against heartwood strained too far. It's a tension that can't last, but it doesn't have to, for the cause must be won or lost while passions still burn. It's a powerful template for revolution repeated many times across the free marches. But was it born on a battlefield or in rhetoric? The message to the king is where the stories usually diverge. Sometimes it's a plea for liberty taken to a tyrant's heart by the point of an arrow. More often it's carried in the clatter of sacrifice as weapons fall to a courtyard's cobbles. It depends on the audience. The young like their victory, sudden and violent, while the old prefer something more cautionary. It may be that Hood is not so much a person as a tactic, ushered to far horizons or the grave's embrace in order to protect conspirators. After all, how many deaths can he claim when one is a typical limit for a common man? But the tales return, time and again, across leagues and centuries. At a certain point, one hopes the name is symbolic, because allying with such a power would bring its own problems and debts. From Rebels of the Marches, Allegory and Rebellion, forward by Philem, a bard. Jarvia's Shank. When the Carter's crime boss Barat fell, his lover Jarvia fought off rivals, planting the Shank in each of their hearts before she emerged as the group's undisputed leader. For years, Jarvia used a mix of brutality, cunning, and blackmail to grow the Carter's power until it threatened the Diamond Quarter itself. When King Endrin Adukin died, some whispered that Jarvia planned to force the Assembly to recognize the rights of Dusters in Orzammar. Others said she planned to overthrow the nobles entirely. The truth will never be known, though. She was killed in cold blood by the hero of Ferelden. The Lion's Claws. Foiled at every turn by the infamous outlaw Lady Rosamund, the ever-persistent Taryn Logain fielded an army to chase the bandit through the Kakari wilds. Eventually, she was captured near Barshamp. Bound, gagged, and enchained, she still managed to escape on the first night using thieves' tools concealed in these gloves. To this day, there's an unclaimed bounty on her head of 1,000 sovereigns. The Rascal Scale by Coinheart. Strangest suit I ever made? The scale for that full rascal. No second thought needed. A project I wanted to try for years. Obvious given my name, right? But I could never find a fool to wear his wealth as protection. This one, though, was daft as any surfacer and was paying 2 coins for each that I hammered. And that buys a smile and nod for any idiot. I guess he's something of a name in his own lands, this rascal, so I can't really question, and I did him my best, like always. Dan's lyrium we've left my fingers numb, though. No sword will get through that, I guarantee, but I'll bet his children are born pale. From Tales of the Craft, Masters in Their Own Words, a record of Dwarven smith work, Guild Archive.